Hello everyone, myself Pratyusha Mukhopadhyay. I'm currently working on a project on weather report analysis. So this project is by High Counselor, and I'm now will be showing how I cleaned the data and how I analyze the data using Excel, Python, and MySQL. So first in Python I have cleaned the data. For that I have attached the required libraries and I have read the file, and my data has this following columns and rows. So this is the data structure. I have total 3903 rows and total 23 columns. So these are my columns: date, average temperature, average humidity, dew point, average barometer, average wind speed, average gust speed, average direction, rainfall for month, for year, maximum rain per minute, maximum temperature, maximum humidity, maximum pressure, maximum wind speed, maximum gust speed, maximum heat index, date, one, month, and diff pressure. That means difference in pressure. So I have these rows and columns, 3903 rows and 23 columns. Now I'll be dropping the duplicate rows and columns. So after dropping the duplicates rows and columns, I have got 3902 rows and 22 columns. That means one row and one column were duplicate. Those were dropped. So the date one column was a duplicate of date. That's why it got dropped, and one row there was duplicate, so that has been removed. Now I have imported a dataset into the CSV file. Before importing the data into the MySQL, I have done the following things. First of all, in the Excel file, I have removed all the quote the inverted commas in the numeric columns, the columns containing numeric data. Then I have encoded the data in UTF-8. Then I have, after dropping duplicate rows and columns, I have corrected some names of the labels, and I have replaced the columns containing float values, which are null values, the columns which contain float values, but they are, for some cells they have the value null. I have replaced that null by 0, and that I have imported into MySQL. Next, I have run some queries in MySQL. So first, I have created a database where I created a table containing the similar types, the semantics as the my original dataset. I've created a table and then have imported the dataset in weather table. So I'm just showing in very brief how I have imported. So I have created the table weather. Then I have went to then I went to table data import wizard by right clicking on the table weather, and there I have chosen my file. Then I went to next, and then I have proceeded for importing. So then I have run some queries. First is give the count of the minimum order of days for the time when temperature reduced. So this is my code. And my minimum days is coming as 0. Then find the temperature as cold or hot by using the case or and average of values of the given dataset. So I have declared the days as hot, which are where temperature is greater than the average temperature, and cold when temperature is less than average temperature. So this is my code, and I'm running it. So these are my rows. All the data cold. Some days are cold and some days are hot, like that. Next, I have done. Can you check for all consecutive 4 consecutive days when temperature was below 30 Fahrenheit? So it's like that. These are my days, consecutive 4 days where temperature was below 30 Fahrenheit. As we can see that my first 4 consecutive days are these 4 rows. Next consecutive 4 days are these 4 rows. Like that, it happened. Next, can you find the maximum number of days for which temperature dropped? This is the code I have written. And my maximum number of consecutive days is 1824. Can you find the average of average humidity from the data set? Done. My average humidity is this much, this percent. By using group by clause on the date column, I have fetched the details for the average wind speed. It's my average wind speed for different dates. Next, if the maximum gust speed increases from 55 mph, fetch the details for the next 4 days. So this is what I've done. Next 4 days. Then find the number of days when temperature went below 0 degrees Celsius. My temperature column was given in Fahrenheit unit. So 0 degrees Celsius means 32 degree Fahrenheit. So I have done this 3073. Next, create another table with a foreign key relation with the existing given data set. So I have created another table analyst with these attributes, and I am not running this code now because I've already created. So I'm just showing my analyst table. My analyst table contains this analyst name, department name, entry date, and here are the data types and size given. So thank you. This is the part one where I have shown how I have cleaned the data, imported the data set into MySQL and run several queries. In the next part, I'll be showing different visualization presentation on it on Power BI. So please stay tuned for that for part two. Thank you.